All right, so we are on 1 week out of surgery. And one of the first things I want to tell you is that my foot is still tingling. And they said that that's going to be normal, but I don't like it. I don't like it. And so I have a week more until I actually have my doctor's visit and we can take the splint off if all goes well. Then I'll be in a boot. Still, I assume non-weight bearing for the next 6 weeks after that. But I will definitely be back at work at that point. But yeah, so one of the more interesting things that you probably don't think about when it comes to this kind of stuff is navigating. So crutches suck, right? It's just not very easy because you got things in your hands, and they're not very easy to get around on anyway. And so what I did was one of my clients got me a scooter, saved the day. I have not tried one of those iWalk things, and I may do that when I go back to work. But for right now, the scooter's kind of kicking butt. But the thing about it is, if you're in your house and you're trying to navigate a lot, and you have tile floor, which we have throughout most of the house, you're gonna want a sock that grabs. You don't want to go barefoot a lot, but you're gonna want a sock that grabs. So I suggest like Pedestal Footwear. They make a workout sock. It's not a shoe, so you can feel more of the ground. It's got some rubber on the bottom. But that sock works wonders. If you use just a regular sock, you'll find you're actually expending a decent amount of energy just pushing off the ground to get going around. But yeah, so that's really the update. A week out of surgery, I still have tingling in my foot. It definitely still hurts. And I'm just very excited to get to this next step, this next week. This first week has seemed like it has taken a month and a half. And that's the hard part about doing this when you're a pretty active person. So it's kind of weighing on me mentally, and you just have to occupy your mind when you're sitting here at home and not doing stuff that you would like to be doing. So occupy your mind, read, write, learn, engage this thing up here. Because if you don't, you have time to think about it and have time to realize that you don't get to walk your dogs. Even if you don't walk them as much as you'd like, now you can't for the immediate future. And certain other things. And it's hard to I used to go to the grocery store every day, and I haven't been to the grocery store, and then to do that is going to be kind of a hassle. And I might when I get to start locomoting around, but just certain things that you take for granted when you're not injured, the freedom of movement that you have when you're not injured, and then realizing that you're not going to have that freedom of movement for a very, very long time is a little disheartening, but at the same time, like, it just reminds me to not take things for granted. And it reminds me that I don't know everything, because if I did, I would have known the future and I wouldn't have played basketball that day. But anyway, yeah, that's the week update. And I'll let you know if anything else interesting comes along.